All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick's Strength and Power. So I've got a third and possibly final update on the transgender powerlifter that broke some female powerlifting world records in the Raw Powerlifting Federation. So just to briefly get you guys up to speed, if you didn't see my two videos yesterday, a male to female transgender powerlifter competed in the female powerlifting division of a 100% Raw Powerlifting Federation competition, and in that competition broke some female world records. They posted about these world records being broken on social media, and the story was picked up by several major news outlets. Now, after this story went public, the Powerlifting Federation itself put up a brief response on their Facebook page, essentially saying, look, we did not know this person was a transgender powerlifter, and we are reviewing the issue now. Now, as of today, they have put out basically an official press release about what's going to happen with this whole situation. So let me show you guys this press release here. So they state in this press release, the powerlifting world and the sports world in general are now well aware of the sensitive issue we are dealing with. I had made a short post on our Facebook page to let everyone know we are dealing with the issue and that a full response was forthcoming. This is my official response, and I will use this to review the chain of events that have occurred. On Friday, April 26th, I received a phone call from the meet director letting me know that we might possibly have a transgender lifter competing on Saturday, April 27th, at the USA Master Nationals. I asked if this lifter had stated anything to him in regards to being a transgender lifter, and the meet director indicated no. I asked what category was checked off on the entry form, and he stated female. I informed him to let her lift, as it would be more insulting to ask a lifter such a personal question, especially if the lifter did not disclose this information. On Saturday, April 27th, the lifter exceeded the current female world records in this lifter's age and weight category. This automatically calls for a drug testing protocol, which takes place at the end of every event. The drug testing coordinator for this event performed the drug test, at which time it was revealed that this female lifter was actually a male in the process of becoming a transgender female. Since this event at this time was over, awards had already been distributed, and the only lifters left were the ones that had been selected for drug testing. At this point, the drug testing coordinator and the meet director realized this was a serious and sensitive issue that the Federation president and the board of directors would need to address. On Sunday, April 28th, the lifter made posts on social media thanking the Federation and proclaiming victory, and in addition announced breaking the current world records in their age and weight category. As you know, this exploded and went viral overnight. On Monday, April 29th, I, the president, and the board of directors met to discuss this matter, and as an aside, the board of directors has been working on a transgender policy, but this new policy had not been completed prior to this event. So it appears they cut off part of the press release between the first and second post that they have on Instagram, but I'm going to read you guys this list of facts, which I think is the most important part of this release. So number one, the lifter identifies as female and so entered the contest with no prior consultation with the meet director or 100% Raw officials. Our rules and the basis of separating genders for competition are based on physiological classification rather than identification. On the basis of all information presented to the board of directors for this particular case, the conclusion made is that the correct physiological classification is male. So that first part of this press release is probably one of the biggest points because it sets the tone for the rest of what they say in this facts section, because basically what they're saying is they are not recognizing this person as a female. They think the correct physiological classification for this person is a male. So when we get to number two, they say, since the lifter's gender classification for the purpose of our rules is not consistent with female, no female records will be broken by these lifts. So this is a very bold statement and a very bold press release, because I'm sure this is going to generate a lot of controversy in the news yet again, because they're not recognizing these world records now. So the world records that this person posted about and said they broke are no longer broken. So no world records were broken in the female category. Now, the third fact here, and I think this is also important because this happens all the time in powerlifting meets, because powerlifting divisions are so specific with age, weight, gender, all kinds of different things that go into what division you're competing in. Oftentimes when you compete, there's nobody else in your division. So they point that out here in the third fact. The lifter was uncontested, meaning there were no other females in their particular division on that day. And so no other female competitors were denied a placing finish. Then they say this lifter will be placed in a different category once the transgender division is introduced with a new policy. So this is, again, a very bold statement. They're saying they are going to be introducing a transgender division for people to compete in. So I think that's massive as well. In the fourth point, they say that drug testing results have not been completed and will take about another week to come back to the lab. As a drug test failure invalidates the lifts, we will need to wait for the results of the drug test to determine if the lifts can be counted at all under our current set of rules. So they do not know at this point if this person has failed or passed the drug test. So basically what this is saying, without the drug test results, the world records are still invalidated. And if the drug test results come back positive, all the lifts in general could be invalidated. And again, they're also saying they will be introducing a transgender division for people to compete in, which again, I think is a huge step. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about all of this. I think this leaves the door wide open for a pretty big discussion here, and I really want to see what you guys think. To be honest with you guys, I think they made the right call by not recognizing these world records. I think it was a hard call to make, a tough call, and I think it was kind of a ballsy call, but I do think it was the right call to not recognize these world records. So thank you guys for watching the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.